Bobby Cole, and I lived in Portland for about 12 years now, and I've worked at Keen for a year and a half. My job here started off as a warehouse worker, and I found that to be kind of slow for me. So I wanted to pick up the pace, and I would always walk out to the production floor and say, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that production team. So I came out and I asked if I could have a shot at it, and they put me on the lasting machine, which was awesome. And from there I took off, and now I have a goal every day to reach that highest number I can.
Having manufacturing here in Portland, Oregon is actually fantastic. I mean, being able to build some of the highest performance footwear that we have in the line right here in Portland, a place where we live and a place where we love, it's really a great privilege. It really marks kind of the future of the way we'll be doing things, having our innovation laboratory here where we can come up with an idea, head right over to the factory and test it, and then actually manufacture it. It really is not only a privilege, but it's super exciting.
In 2009, we said, we're going to open a shoe factory in Portland, Oregon. And we brought in some of the best engineers in the footwear manufacturing world, and everyone said we're crazy. And obviously the finance people said, you're out of your mind, like this is never gonna pencil out. And those first few years were not the best years. It was a lot of learning and figuring out all these ins and outs of things that really hadn't been done on the scale we were gonna do them. All that hard work and all that kind of like that fearless approach to like, listen, this is the road we're on and we're gonna ride it out. And if you go out to the factory floor today, there's 50, 60 people out there working, and and they're making the product. And that's one of the things that's so cool is to sit with your brother at a coffee shop and for him to say like, I made that shoe. And it's not like me being like, oh, I sketched it or I put the first prototype together, but he physically made that shoe. Or knowing by looking at the way it's trimmed, like he did it or Bobby did it or someone else did it. Like those are the things that you just, that was lost for so many years in America. And now I just feel like it's back, and that's super cool.
There's a real beauty to having the proximity of the Pacific Northwest, really the proving ground or the testing ground, the place where we like to go and hike and actually use the products, and then having that factory right in the heart of it, and then even in production being able to have these products being born right where they're about to be used. There's something very complete in that circle, and that symmetry is a really beautiful part of this.
Me being one of the people that put together the shoes here at Keen is an awesome experience. I walk around as I'm out and about, picking up my children from school, grocery shopping. I'm always looking at someone's feet. And when I see the Keen logo, I ask them, how do those work for you? It's awesome when you can find someone wearing that pair that you made, being that we don't make them all here in the United States, but when you do see the pair that's made here, it kind of gives you that warm, tingly feeling inside.
For us, it is much more that exploration, like what is next? What's next in robotics? What's next in handmade goods in America? It's that exploration of going into kind of that abyss or the unknown, and it's not going to work if we do it the old way. It's just not feasible. So we have to innovate, and we have to create, and we have to come up with new ways to doing it the new way or the next way.
It's just another example of the brand out of hand rejecting what it's being told is the status quo or the industry standard or whatever you want to call it, and doing things in a completely new, innovative, and fresh way. And being able to build shoes in Portland, I could get 100 Harvard MBAs to tell you that that's a terrible idea, and yet we'll be able to build hundreds of thousands of pairs out of that factory and the highest performance, highest quality product that is made anywhere in the industry to prove them wrong, just like Keen has been doing for the first 10 years of its life and will be doing for the next 100, hopefully.